And welcome back. Time for this week's Capitol Report. Today with Pat McGuigan of CapitolBeatOK.com. And Pat, you have finished your annual CapitolBeatOK top 10 stories for the state. Sketch those out for us quickly.
Yeah, of course, my focus is state policy,
right.
Public policy, and I'll race through them. First of all, the state economy remains the envy of many in the region and around the country. Government revenues are strong. However, there's looming clouds on the horizon in the form of lower energy prices and therefore lower reduced oil and gas taxes. Income tax relief came in the wake of a favorable Supreme Court decision for the underlying legal provisions in Oklahoma's tax cut provisions and as a result of the Board of Equalization decision that we mentioned last week. Criminal justice reform, there's real hope that it's going to happen. Now, it might seem odd to put hope ahead of substance in terms of public policy achievement, but I don't think that's a mistake in this case. There's new indications that the governor has rededicated herself, for whatever set of reasons, to the legislation, the vision that she enacted with her signature back in 2012. This has at least a chance to give us, as a state, a chance to move away from the unenviable position of being #1 in incarceration of women, and #3 in incarceration of men, frequently for nonviolent crimes. The fourth top story is, I guess you could say, the power of one. That's how I would summarize it. The events triggered by Tom Coburn's decision not to seek re-election. First of all, there's Coburn himself. He continued to be Tom Coburn until the very end, combining ardent conservatism, especially on fiscal issues, with a genuine friendship for the President of the United States, who's not real popular out here. Finally, that in turn led to Connie Johnson deciding to seek the Democratic nomination for the U.S. Senate. She became the first African American in state history to carry that banner. Now, James Lankford ran as a Republican and was very impressive in dispatching the challenge, if you will, of T.W. Shannon and Randy Brogdon, was easily made the nominee. Then he won easily in November, but as far as I was concerned, he and Johnson set a good example in the way that their campaign was conducted and the way they treated each other in their debate. So there's four of them. The continued attacks on school choice would be my #5 story, both the attacks on it and the attempts to defend it legally, and its increased strength at the legislature in both political parties. That's one to watch because, of course, the legal cases are still unfolding.
All right, you're going to have to just thumbnail these last 5 here.
All right, well, broader education policy, repeal of Common Core, defeat of Janet Barisi. The cultural and religious opposition to the Satanic Mass, which was, got worldwide attention, and people conducted themselves with civility and in a proper way. The role of the judiciary and state government manifested over and over again, especially in the last 3 months. Free market medicine, Surgery Center of Oklahoma that we've talked about. Finally, state capitol repairs are finally and for real underway.
All right. Well, you can read about all of these, much more at CapitolBeatOK.com. For Pat McGuigan, I'm Alex Cameron. We'll see you in the new year.